McIntyre, AV manager for the university, specifies equipment, knocks up his drawing, decides what he wants, and then he puts it out to an AV integrator, such as us.
I've used them on very small projects, very large projects, and everything in between for, it must be 2 decades now.
It was a no-brainer really for us to become involved.
We had to convince people very quickly of what sort of building they were about to enter and get the purpose of it and its whole raison d'etre across to anyone who arrived. Because lots of the work that goes on in here is hidden. So large LED walls were the answer there.
Ever since I started in the audiovisual industry, we've used Sharp NEC. They provide a particular brand of professional level commercial display that meets the specifications for demanding applications.
One of the walls faces externally and it has to compete with a lot of daylight, even here in Edinburgh, so it had to be something very bright.
We needed a narrow pixel pitch to provide a decent resolution, i.e. minimum 1080p, but we needed a brightness equivalent to that of an outdoor LED screens. Normally those two things do not align very well. Sharp NEC managed to come up with a fairly unique specification.
The other wall is internal and is addressing a huge atrium space, generally used as a sort of mill about, have your lunch, bump into people, informal space, but sometimes used for proper formal events. And it makes a fabulous presentation wall. Generally, it's showing signage content updated and changed by the inhabitants of the building. They get excited about some new thing they've done, they film it, they create some content, they get it up on the walls for people to see.
I mean, it's a pleasure working with Sharp NEC. It's seamless from the point of view of account management, the point of view of having their technical department interact with their client where that's required, and seamless in the sense that our engineers can integrate it easily within a building, within a control system.
Heriot-Watt has had a long association with Sharp NEC. The support's always been great, and as importantly, the image is always great. So I knew I had a partner I could trust there.
We have a local rep here in Scotland. Our rep Anthony is very hands-on in terms of demonstrations or pulling in the technical resource for discussions after sales if we need it. It's not something I've needed much of, truth be told, but yeah, it's there and you've got somebody who can react quickly.
Some products in the world of displays look great at first, but they decline slowly but surely over time. The Sharp NEC machines, I don't see a degradation in them, seem to me to be better at living longer, healthier.
It's robust, it does what it says in the tin, and generally once it's in, it's in.